Hey, Pastor Samuel here from Awakened Church.
Dr. Ben Carson here.
Wendell Benson, pastor of Canyon Hills Church.
Hey, it's Britt. I'm the host of The Britt Mayer Show and founder of Rooted Wings.
Hi, everyone. It's Kevin Kiley.
Eddie Vargas here, lead pastor of Restoration Life LA.
This is Pastor Mark Burns.
Hey, you guys. It's Riley Gaines.
Hi, this is Congressman Vince Fall.
Hey, Pastor Sam Rodriguez.
This is Jonathan Cahn. We are living in critical times.
Our world, especially we feel it out here in California, truly needs the church to be active and engaged.
We live in a time and day that we don't know what to believe or what's true.
Families feel the pressure, students feel the confusion, and Christians often feel pushed to the sidelines.
There's never been a more important time for the church to remain strong.
If we want to preserve the principles that made this nation strong, we need informed citizens.
We need voices who can think critically and lead with boldness.
When our nation stays true to its principles, everyone prospers. Thank you for your hard work.
Having the American Council has meant that I have the financial support, that I have the moral support.
I can tell you it's been great to have a partner in the American Council who brings a refreshing voice of truth.
When you support an organization like the American Council, you're sending a message that you're not going to remain on the sidelines.
Everything that they're doing to stand up for truth.
Thank you for being bold. Thank you for standing for truth.
Thank you for being a shining light in all the darkness. Thank you for being a voice of truth in a culture that does nothing but spew lies.
So I just want to thank and honor everyone at the American Council for raising awareness, for bringing truth, for developing incredible next generation leaders.
Hello to the American Council and good evening from Washington, D.C. I wish I could be there with you, but I know the wonderful, great work that you're doing, and Tanner and the rest of the organization. Thank you for fighting for the kingdom principles and all the good things you do. We know that it's tougher in California. I'm a fellow Californian, but we have to fight the good fight everywhere that we go. And please know that we are working very hard here with President Trump, who loves people of faith and has given us a White House faith office for the first time in history. And we are here fighting for your religious freedoms and for our liberties, and I know that you're doing the same thing in California. So keep it up. God bless you, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, American Council.
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 Thank you for all you do, American Council.
Thanks, American Council. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, American Council.
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 Thank you, American Council, for everything that you do for this community.
I have had a lot of opposition. There's definitely spiritual warfare, and those who speak out against power are usually met with fierce opposition.
Digging deep into all things schools, how top-heavy our state is in implementing very, very ideological agenda to our kids. I knew if I didn't hop in the fight that it would just continue to happen, and it was really important to me to make a change.
I can tell you that summer of 2022, the last thing on my mind was running for office, but I was called and I was asked to run. And I told them kindly, there's somebody else. I went to my husband because this is a family decision. So I really thought he may just say pass. I thought he was gonna be my out, but he said, Jessica, of course you have to run. You're speaking at these board meetings all the time. I had been very involved in attending board meetings and speaking out with parents for the past year. I certainly was familiar with the people that were on that board. I was familiar with the person that I would be running against should I choose to run, who had been on that board for 24 years and had run unopposed. I didn't want to see that happen, so I told them to give me a call back, and they did. I was like, what did I do? What did I just get myself into?
The whole campaigning cycle was great. I had a strong group of women that had been to all those school board meetings and fighting the mask and vaccine mandates with me. And they convinced me to run. They walked the streets, they knocked on doors.
I think we probably underestimate the amount of evil that's in politics. Within my first month, I was put in a tough position. We installed a new superintendent and I voted against it. It got very ugly very fast. I've been harassed and retaliated against. I've been berated behind closed doors. I had 9 investigations opened against me.
The protesters came to all my meetings, screaming at me, calling me names. Constant scrutiny of my beliefs. That's the hardest part of it.
I tell you that running for office and the negative forces around us and this work has forced me to lean in much more than I have in more than a decade. The American Council Prayer Breakfast, the scripture where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there shall I be. It's that. I've had beautiful people in this area call and pray over me before I went to board meetings where I knew I would be attacked. I knew I wasn't alone, and I knew that the Spirit was with me. I knew that God was with me. I knew that other elected officials were with me. And it's probably the greatest gift I've been given.
I have to keep fighting, and I know I have to stay in this, and I have to keep fighting for what's right. I was only going to do 4 years, and that morning at the prayer breakfast, I announced that, I've decided I'm going to do this again because I'm needed, I feel needed, I know this is my purpose and what I'm supposed to do. The breakfast affirmed it for me. Being able to be with people who feel the same way I do, and that our youth are so important and that we need to keep the message alive.
Having a network of people with faith that you can turn to when it's hard, because it is going to be hard if you choose to run. Everyone there is an elected official or somehow connected, to that, in a place where we can have a moment of stillness and prayer. People who love our beautiful nation, who are patriotic, who want the Founding Fathers' legacy and the Constitution to remain intact. It's a fierce group of people, and it's powerful.